I'm AgroBlaze96.
And I'm the Woodshed, and welcome to the AgroShed Podcast.
Welcome back, everybody. Episode 13. We're going to mix it up today a little bit. We're going to take a different direction. We normally talk about games and things like that, but today we're going to be talking about the NBA. Now, this is a specifically fun topic, probably more for Kyle than it is for me, because even though we both love the NBA and we follow it, Kyle loves to troll me when it comes to anything sports related. So strap in. Today should be a lot of fun.
The only issue, I don't specifically troll Zack. The issue is that he acts like an old head, and he's not that old, right? So he acts like your father would.
It's because
man, those bad boy Pistons, man, they were just
Listen,
and I'm like, man, I was like, 3 of those guys should have been in fucking jail. Okay, that's what it should have been.
I grew up listening to that and being around that my whole life. So man, I have a passion and a love for 90s basketball.
Listen, and I might have too, but my dad to this day claims that LeBron's not like a top 10 player in the world, like of all time.
Even so, for me, that's cope. Like, come on,
dude. I'm the other way around, where I'm so pro modern basketball. Not completely, because I have a couple of really old head takes that I'm going to give you.
Okay, sure.
But they're going to be really old head takes.
Well, let's go, dude. I'm here for it. Let's get started.
So like he said, there's also going to be a very bro-y episode, right? It's basketball, right?
Yeah.
And me and Zach have both played basketball. He played a little bit better competitively than I did. I still play up at the Gold's Gym when I go work out. I still love playing basketball, even though I'm too damn big to be trying to shoot hoops. So it's going to be we're gonna start with something real easy. Zach, who's the most underrated player of all time?
Most underrated player of all time?
Underrated player.
Brian Scalabrine. Bro, dude, the White Mamba. I fucking love that guy, dude. That guy's baller, son.
Yeah, but he's pretty well rated among the NBA.
I mean, so I guess he got a lot of hate for a while, and then everybody kind of jumped on the Brian Scalabrine train. I liked Brian Scalabrine when he was a Bull because I'm a Chicago Bulls fan. I have been my whole life, and I loved him when he played for the Bulls. I thought he was great back then. So it's kind of fun to see. And when he did the one-on-one video, that did it for me. I was like, yep, lock it in, baby.
The challenge was so much cool. Remember, I'm closer to LeBron than you are to me.
I mean, yeah, no, for sure. I guess if I had to have a backup option, I would say Kyle Korver.
Kyle Korver's not a bad pick.
I like Kyle Korver a lot.
That's not a bad pick. And, I'm going to use that I'm closer to LeBron line. I'm going to use that when Black Ops 7 comes out. I'm closer to Scump than you guys are to me. That's good.
I love that.
That's what we're going to pull out.
I love that. Who do you think the most underrated player is?
Most underrated player? This might surprise you. Jamal Crawford.
I don't hate that. Yeah.
He was a 6th man of the year a whole bunch, but never got onto an all-star team that I think 1 or 2 years with the Clippers he probably really deserved.
Yeah. Phenomenal
talent, had handles, put you on a highlight reel, right? Put you on a mixtape back when those were a thing. What's a mixtape? Jay Boogie. Absolutely love that guy because I'm a Clippers fan. So please put apologies for me in the chat that I have to be a Clippers fan. But this is just proof we don't get to pick, right? It finds us, right?
I mean, bro, how do you think I feel? I don't think the Bulls have had a winning season in the last when did we graduate high school? It's been a long time since the Derrick Rose era.
Since Rose, since Derrick.
Now
they probably had a winning season or two. It's just not been
what could have.
They just not had anything to show with. Right?
What could have been.
That's a fantastic segue. The next question is, who is your biggest what if player?
Oh, dude, it's Derrick Rose. I'm probably very biased, but I think a lot of people would agree with me that Derrick Rose was insane at Memphis. He was a crazy good player at Memphis. And when he went to Chicago, he won Rookie of the Year. I think he won MVP one year.
He was the youngest MVP at the time.
Yeah, they
might still be. I have no idea.
Probably, honestly. But the Chicago Bulls had their best run during that time. And I remember watching that when we were in high school. And I remember thinking, I used to tell people, I'm like, this is going to be the next era. I'm like, this is going to be the next Bulls era where we have something that really comes together. And God help that guy if he could have stayed healthy. Because I'm pretty sure, last year before last, didn't he drop a 50-point game or something crazy?
I think that was a few years ago. I think he's been retired for a hot minute now.
Sometime in the
last,
he did
have a very high point game.
Yeah, I was I know he dropped 50 one game, and I just remember he got a standing ovation. Everybody loved him for it. So yeah, definitely Derrick Rose for me.
Even post injury, he could still play, but you could tell he was in his own way. And Zach can attest, he's torn 2 ACLs, by the way.
Yeah.
And like I always saw the thing where he was like, he was worried about re-tearing it. He wants to make sure he could walk right, when he has kids.
I mean, yeah.
And as a teenager, I'm sitting there like before I had any of my knee problems, right? I was like, oh man, I just hope this guy, like, man, I don't get it. And then I would talk to you, and I would watch you go through PT, and
Yeah.
I'd be like, you know what? Maybe I get it. Maybe I get it. Right?
It
He's already
still
got. Who
it
cares?
still lives in the back of my head. Like I still
Yeah.
favor my left leg when I do things. Like I just like I'm scared to death of hurting my leg again. It's so weird. Probably honestly probably why I don't play basketball as much anymore.
Yeah. And see, I think I'm weirdly, I think the other way. I think I favor my bad knee, but that's because I put that honking fucking metal brace on it that's got the extenders on the side.
I've
And when I put
considered
that on there, I'm like, whatever, it doesn't matter. If it goes because of this, it's going. I'm not. It's not.
I've considered buying one of those like wrap things, like nothing crazy, just like
Mhm.
something to slide over it to give it some stabilize it a little bit. But
Yeah.
anyway, how about you? What's your pick?
Biggest what if player. So I'm gonna give you two, like a real one and then like a personal favorite. Right.
Okay.
One has to be T Mac. Right. Tracy
Okay.
McGrady.
Yeah, dude.
And he was still great, but if he hadn't had injuries, right, like could he have been like Kobe or Jordan, right? He was in that he had that echelon of skill level, right?
Oh,
So
100%.
definitely T Mac shout out to him. For me, another one, my personal pick is gonna be Blake Griffin.
Okay. Yeah.
He's one of those guys who did great. He developed a jump shot later in his career, played for
Hmm.
Detroit, then had some injuries in Detroit. Clippers never should have let him go, by the way.
Oh, dude, that was a horrible mistake.
Um, Horrible move. It just made me sad because I got Blake Griffin's jersey. I was a big Lob City fan. Um,
Him and
and
DeAndre Jordan, I think
yeah,
back then. Yeah, they were a lot of fun to
him, DeAndre
watch.
Jordan, and Chris Paul. So they had Chris Paul throwing him the rock.
Yeah, no, that like
Um,
it was a really fun time to watch the NBA. I felt like.
I'll never forget the interview with Chris Paul, and he said, "I've never played with somebody like Blake Griffin. Normally, when you lob, you're supposed to throw as close as you can to the rim." And Blake apparently told him in like the first week, he said, "You're throwing it too close to the rim. I need you to put it back so I can grab, so I can get a hold of it easier."
Dude, that is just aura
And he
farming. Aura farming, dude. That's crazy.
first one to jump over the car, even though he jumped over the car,
I
right? But
mean,
like,
sure, but still, it was awesome to watch.
it
It's
was
funny.
fantastic.
I have memories of Blake Griffin. He played at Oklahoma,
Yeah,
and UNC played them in the national tournament one year.
yeah,
And I remember like watching that game, and I remember like sitting there and being like, man, like this guy's gonna be good. Like this guy's
yeah,
gonna be good when he gets to the NBA. And he was. I mean, to be fair, he had a great career, much better than Tyler Hansbrough. So
yeah,
give him that.
yeah. And man, it could just jump out of the fucking gym like you wouldn't believe, right?
Yeah, the guy had hops for sure.
Yeah. So now we're gonna do a game, right? Zach does not know what this game is. We got two
Gaslighting.
games planned.
All right.
So no Gaslight is not the game.
Oh,
Gaslight is the
okay.
game for later, and that's just for me, and they'll know when
Oh,
it comes.
all right. All right.
So we have two games. Zach knows what one of them is. He doesn't know what the other one is. I'm not gonna tell him which one this is. Zach, do you want to pick first in this one or in the other one?
I'm gonna pick first in the other one.
Oh, fantastic. So I get to pick first here.
Uh,
So this one, we're gonna do a snake order. Can't pick the same player. And Zach's gonna pick for, or I'll pick first. Zach will pick second and third.
yeah,
I'll
yeah,
pick
yeah.
third and fourth, and we'll go that way. So
Okay.
Zach, we're gonna build our dream player, okay, individually, and the comments are gonna tell us who builds it better, and we're gonna do it based off of certain attributes. Tell me when you're ready to hear the attributes.
Okay. Go ahead. So we're building a player.
Say- You're gonna build a player, and you're gonna take from the other NBA and other eras of the NBA
Okay.
to make this player,
Okay.
and we cannot take the same player. You can't use them more than once.
Okay. Okay.
You're gonna take shooting, handles, passing, post moves, driving and dunking. Driving and dunking is one. Defending, mentality, clutch, and body type. Body type includes athleticism.
Okay. I'm gonna have to write these down. There's so many of
Okay.
them. All right. Read them to me again so I can write them down.
Shooting,
All right. Shooting,
handles,
handles,
passing,
passing,
post moves,
post. Okay.
driving and dunking,
Okay.
defending,
Defense.
mentality.
Oh, dude, that's such a free pick.
That is such a free pick. God, do I hope I get there before you.
God, I hope it's me because I know exactly who I'm picking.
Clutch gene,
Oh, okay.
and body type.
Body
And
type.
these you correct. So like somebody's body and their athleticism.
And so I can't pick the same player for multiple categories, right?
Correct. And if I pick somebody, you cannot pick them.
Okay, cool. All right, I think I'm ready. And you're going
So,
first.
and we don't have to go in any order. So I can pick whatever category I want.
Ooh.
So you don't have to start with shooting.
Oh, okay. So I thought we were going in order. Okay, this should be
No,
interesting.
no.
Okay, all right, go ahead,
Your
man.
order.
This should be good.
You ready?
Yeah.
I'm writing down my picks. You write down yours. We'll put them up later. Maybe we'll put them in the comment section below. We'll put down this in our other game later, and you guys can pick who you like better.
I'll pin it in the comments for sure.
So shooting for me is going to be easy. I am going to pick shooting. I'm going to take Steph Curry. Greatest shooter of all time. I think that's probably one of the freest picks there is.
You know what? I'm going to follow you around the board as we play this game. I'm going to take Ray Allen.
Ray Allen shooting. Really good spot up shooter. Not necessarily a driving shooter. 1 point for me. Everybody mark that down.
Nah, dude.
So let's go. Oh, you get to go next.
Oh, okay.
You go
So
2 and 3.
I'm going to go to handles, and I'm going to take your boy AI.
AI is a good handles.
I was like, Allen Iverson, baby.
All right, and you took shooting. Who'd you take?
I took Ray Allen in shooting.
All right, so I'm not going to worry about handles because you don't need to take somebody else for. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take post moves.
Okay.
I'm going to take the big fundamental Tim Duncan.
Okay, dude. I mean, yeah.
That's a give me, and I get to go again. I get 4th and 5th.
Oh, that's so stupid.
So we get mentality.
Okay.
I'm going to take Bird.
That's who I was going to take.
Because let me tell you, when a guy can look, when the coldest white boy you've ever seen can go, y'all ain't got no brothers for me? Y'all gonna let me do this? I want that. He's gonna be like, I'm gonna get the ball right here. Tell him to play before he hits it. That's what I want. I want Larry Bird.
All right, I'm here for it.
Go ahead.
All right,
so you get the next 2.
Body type, I'm gonna take the Shactus.
I assume this is early career Shaq.
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%.
You're not taking the 2005 Cavs Shaq or whatever he was.
No, God no, Jesus.
2008 Celtics Shaq maybe.
And then I'm from there. I'm gonna jump to passing. Okay. And in passing, I'm gonna take white chocolate. I'm gonna take Jason Williams. Jason Williams feels like a free pick right here, son.
Jason Williams, not a bad one. Definitely a very flashy passer.
Exactly. That's why I want him.
So we got clutch, we got defending, we got driving and dunking. So I'm gonna take clutch. I'm gonna take Jordan.
Okay.
As much as I think he's
my pick for clutch is gonna surprise you.
Oh. And then I'm gonna go defending.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Kawhi.
Okay.
Because the only guy to ever make LeBron James go, fuck, he's clocking in. I think that's worth the mention, right?
I mean, yeah, no, I'm here for that.
All right, what you got?
Okay, so you've taken mentality.
Mm-hmm.
The
only thing I haven't taken is driving and dunking.
Driving and dunking, and you just took Jordan because that's what I would have taken for that.
Nope, can't take him.
I would have taken
Jordan. Listen, as much as I don't like Jordan, right? Clutch genes, it's there. So.
I mean, it is there. It like lives and breathes there. You know what? For driving and dunking, I'm gonna take early Rose. I'm gonna take early Derrick Rose.
All right. Next pick.
Derrick Rose, and then for mentality, I'm gonna take Kobe. I mean,
that's probably the next best thing you could
Mamba take. Mentality, son. Like I was gonna take Larry Bird, but you know what? I I will settle for Kobe. How many times have you ever heard somebody say that in your life?
Yeah, that's like, listen, if you're going to settle, that's a fantastic settle, right?
Exactly.
So I'm just gonna go up and down my list now. So handles, I'm going Kyrie.
Okay.
Kyrie, I think, probably has the nastiest handle in the game.
I'm here for that.
Um, I got that. I got mentality. So I'm gonna go body type.
Okay.
And this is because I think this guy is just a freak of nature. I'm gonna go Giannis.
Okay. Sure. I like that. That's a good pick.
Giannis is, I mean, it's like almost 7 feet tall. He's not like Durant where he's really skinny either. He's buff. He's fast. I
Okay.
think he's kind of a gimme. He's
Okay.
Shaq if Shaq was 40 pounds lighter in his rookie year.
Okay. I mean, sure. I'm here for that.
All right, you're next. You got
All
two.
right. In clutch, I'm going to take Hallie. I'm going to take Tyrese Halliburton. Yeah. Yeah. That guy's cold blooded, dude. That guy's cold blooded. And you can't tell, like, I'm telling you, this year's Pacers should be fucking studied. Okay. Oh, we're down 12 with 3 seconds left. Oh my God, we're gonna win anyway. Like, it is crazy how many they've broken the record. They've won more games this year in the last 3 minutes of the game, down by double digits, than any other team in NBA history. It's crazy. Post moves. Post moves. Man, I don't know that. You know what? I'm gonna take. I'm gonna take Kareem.
Kareem.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna take Kareem for some post moves.
Not gonna lie, since you've already locked in your answer, I thought you were gonna go Hakeem for a second.
I thought about it. That was like I was going back and forth. I almost said Wilt, but
yeah, respect to the Big Dipper, right? But
so we both have one left, right? I have defense, and you have something else.
I have passing.
Passing. Okay, cool.
No, I don't have driving and dunking either. So I have two. You have.
Oh
one,
yeah,
so
because of the snake, you have two, and I have one. Yeah.
So passing is easy. That's magic.
I like that.
That feels pretty easy. Driving and dunking, man. Listen, so that's one, right? That's like there's a lot of guys who are good dunkers, but like in-game dunkers is part of the hard part.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
You know what? Well, because it's not just that; it's the whole package, right? And guys who were really good at layups weren't jamming on people.
Yeah.
So you know what? I'm gonna go Sean Kemp.
Okay, I like that. I kind of figured you'd take Blake there, to be honest.
You know, I thought about it, but I mean, Sean Kemp was go over a motherfucker.
No hate for the Sean Kemp pick. I like
it. It was
a lot.
body on body, or it was body on body. Right?
No,
so
he definitely meant it. That's for sure.
Yeah, it was personal. So you got defense.
Defense, man. This is where like my lack of just not watching a ton of games over the last like 20 years is really going to come into haunt me here. Oh, who'd you take for defense?
Leonard. Kawhi
Leonard.
The Claw.
I'm trying to think of who I would take for defense. Like who they talk about.
Trying to pick somebody that can defend a 7 foot tall Giannis type.
Man.
Who can shoot like Steph Curry, by the way.
Yeah, so no, yeah. So nobody, like, is Jesus Christ available? Can I take that as an answer? Like, Christ, man.
I don't know that he'd be up like that. I don't know that.
Listen, I don't know, man. He might struggle. Like, I'm just saying, it's gonna be a close game. Oh man. Defense. It's also weird because I'm trying to think of like players that like we've taken so far. You know what? For defense, I'm gonna take LeBron.
Wow, LeBron didn't get put on the list. You know, that's not a.
I'm gonna take LeBron for defense. That chase down block, son. That chase down block.
LeBron when he wanted to.
Yeah, right? That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm assuming we're putting this together and it's like maximum effort all the time. I'll take LeBron.
Yeah, no, it's best of best. So I mean, that's probably pretty fair. That's a pretty good one. What we're gonna do is we're gonna combine these lists, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Zach or myself, we'll put it in the comment section so you guys can see what it is. You guys just let us know. Reply to the comment, thumbs up, who you guys think won.
Absolutely.
And tell Zach that it was me because I got a guy that's Giannis' size that can shoot like Steph.
Nah,
they can handle like Kyrie, and it's gonna talk shit like Larry Bird and hit jumpers in your face like MJ.
Dude.
So Zach's in trouble.
No, dude. I'm in there. You're toast.
So seriously, though, let us know who you guys think did best. I think that was a pretty good one. Tim Duncan post moves, by the way. I did almost perfect. I won. I wound up
I
as
don't
good
think
as
there's
I
a better
did.
pick than Tim Duncan in the post. Like
No, and
Tim
I
Duncan's
actually
probably the
wanted to make
greatest
that.
power forward of all time.
I would say he is.
Yeah,
I wouldn't. I wouldn't put a probably on there. I would say he is.
valid.
So I want to shift to a weird gear for a second, right? We've done everything. We've created the best player ever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Best version of MJ, best version of LeBron. We took all the pieces we wanted, right? But we're going to talk about who would be great, who's not in the NBA, right? Other professional athletes. Zach, who would you think would be a good NBA player who plays another sport?
Plays another sport. Like,
Yep.
are we talking like prime?
You can if you
Like
want.
now or like of all time?
I was trying to do now.
Now?
You know, give me both. Give me a now and give me like an all-time pick.
You know what? I would take Aaron Judge as somebody that I think would do well in the NBA. I think that level of athleticism just translates.
My brother in Christ, he's got a 48 speed on MLB The Show.
Bro, I'm telling you, he could do it.
And he's only 6'7", which is wild to say only 6'7".
Yeah,
But at
he's
6'7", if you have a 48 speed, you're getting your ass beat.
He's a great three. He's a great three. Give him a little spin move off the glass.
He's using my Yankees against me. Oh. Do you have another one? Do you have like an all-time, or would you just want to stick with the one?
No. Let's do one, and I'll think of an all-time here as well. Like you do a current one, and then I'll do an all-time.
So, like, I don't want to go with like most baseball players, right? Because I just think, man, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, right? But I am going to go with a baseball player, somebody who needs the love and needs to get out of the situation he's in, no matter what. Paul Skeens.
Okay.
Put him with, for fuck's sakes. I mean, the way that guy pitches, you would think he could be a sniper. I mean, throw him out there, let him make some threes. He's not that big. Holy shit, get him away from the Pirates, though. So
yeah.
I guess Paul Skeens. If I had to, I'm going to pick an all-time one because I already know that one.
Okay, so you can go ahead on all-time. Go ahead. You can go first this time.
I think this one's relatively easy because of how big, how athletic this guy was. I think Calvin Johnson.
Yeah,
Megatron would be.
I really like that pick. Somebody who could play basketball from a different sport. See, I was also thinking like football player. Like I was also thinking like football players are very athletic. Like there's just a let's see. I'm trying to think of like who stands out to me because I'm trying to think of like height and like athleticism. Like I want the whole thing here when I think about this.
Saquon, there's like AJ Brown. AJ Brown's pretty athletic.
Saquon is the one that stands out to me, but I think Saquon's too short to like really make the whole thing work.
Moss.
Randy Moss is a great one. That fool would have been absolutely phenomenal. You know what? I'm gonna go with Schroeder Sanders.
Who?
Yeah, exactly. Dion's son. Yeah. We're gonna go from like a current athlete right here, and I'm gonna take Schroeder Sanders.
I think it's Shador.
Whatever. I don't know how you say his name.
I honestly don't know. Though,
you get drafted in the first round, I'll learn your name.
You get. Did you see, buddy? There was a thing. Paul Skeens before he pitches, he'll throw a football around for the arm motion.
Yeah.
And the commentator in one game said Paul Skeens out there throwing a football. I think he's going to get picked up before Shador Sanders does. I swear to God.
That's fucking brutal, dude.
I saw that and I was just like, oh my God.
I love that so much.
You guys are horrible.
Oh, that's amazing.
So we've done right, other sports, right?
Yeah.
Some of our favorites too. And Zach played against me with this one. This one, Zach cannot play against me. Or will he? Right. So what we're going to shift to something a little different. We're going to do entertainers, streamers, right?
Ooh.
Who you thought you were going to play, but we're going to do a little twist, right? Zach, who wins the 1v1 right now? You or me, and why is it?
You or me? It's definitely you. I haven't touched a basketball in the better part of a year. So the one thing that I've always had on you is that I've always been like slightly faster than you, and I've always just been able to shoot. And I think that made me like scary when we were growing up. But now, like, I never exercise. I can't shoot a basketball. Like if I shot, I'd be lucky if I hit the rim. So like, I mean, if we played a game to 11, I'm calling it like 11-6 or 11-7, just
That's
because
probably fair.
I'd heave some in there. And we both get tired, and we both just get tired and let the other person score.
You're right, because I'd get 2 or 3 easy buckets and then it'd just be tired.
Yeah, no,
It'd be tired.
exactly. And then it'd just be like,
Um,
okay, well, I'm just gonna play offense now because that's all I have to do.
and you guys are gonna think it's weird because I'm 80 to 90 pounds bigger than Zach. And you're gonna be like, how is he gonna win? Mouse in the house. Get me the rock. Mouse in the house. I'm so upset he didn't argue with me more on that, because on my notes it says at this point I'm gonna say how I'm bigger and stronger and mouse in the house all day long in all caps.
You preemptively came ready to argue with me in the notes. I love that so much.
Yeah, I and part of me thinks that I'd beat you because I still go shoot basketball like every week when I go work out, right? Like I still go shoot around,
Yeah.
even if I'm not doing a lot, right? But like, and I know Zach doesn't.
I mean,
So I was like,
listen, maybe, maybe there's a world that just all comes back, and I'm just like, oh, Larry Bird up in this bitch. I'm just like, oh, I can't miss
Listen.
from behind the head, son.
Listen, when we went to the Y the last time, like 2 years ago, when we went and played basketball the last time,
Brother.
you were missing wide open layups while I was throwing it to you behind the back still.
Listen, that experience at the gym told me everything I need to know about where I was at in basketball at that time in my life. I was like, you know what? We're good here. We're good.
Oh man, and that was making a shame because I was sacrificing shoulder cartilage to get him a really nice pass, and then boom, he's Angel Reese all of a sudden.
Oh my god, dude! We're just roasting people alive this episode.
Oh
I'm
man,
so
you know
here for
what?
this.
When it comes to rebounding, oh, that wasn't one we put on there. I could have put Angel Reese, and I'd have fucking had you.
Oh, dude, you'd have torched me. It's so funny because if you'd have put rebounding on there, I would have taken Angel Reese.
Oh man. So neither one of us are rebound. It's okay. It's a 1v1 in that case, right?
It's fine. We're in
one
there.
shot. That's it. So now we got one more game,
All right, let's do it.
and then we got how we traditionally finish these off. This has been a very non-traditional episode. Please let us know in the comment section below if you've enjoyed this. If it's been a little different and you guys are enjoying the stuff more, please let us know.
Yeah.
I'll be more than happy to put more of those shits on. So now we're gonna draft our fantasy team, all-time team. And since I picked first before, Zach's going to pick first this time.
So 5 players and a 6th man, I assume.
Do you want to do 6-man? We can.
I think we should do a 6-man. I think I'd like to do 5 players and a 6-man because I think the 6-man is like a really important part of the team.
We can do 6-man. So Zach, who are you taking?
I mean, dude, like, come on, I'm taking Jordan. Like, pack one, pick one, dude. We're taking Jordan. It's not even a real question for me.
All right, so Zach is going to
give me a shooting guard.
So, and same thing. We'll put these in the comment section below, so you guys can rate the teams and see who had the better team.
Yep, I'm here for it.
So I get the next 2 picks, and this is why I actually gave Zach the option like last week where he wanted to pick here, and then I realized that he wanted me to pick first so he could have 2 picks back to back.
Yep.
And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to put another game on there, and I'm going to let him pick, just not know which game it is. And he just has to deal with whatever happens. So I'm going to go Braun.
Yep. Braun at 4 or Braun at 3?
I'm going to run him at 3.
Okay. That's where I would put Braun too.
And then I'm going to run Kareem.
Okay.
At my 5.
All right. I am going to take Larry Bird at 3.
Okay.
And then I'm going to take Shaq at 5.
Okay.
I'm pretty much getting the team I wanted anyway. I love this.
Yeah, it's both going to end up the way we wanted. So here's what I need. I got 2 picks back to back, right?
You have 3 and 5?
I got my 1 and my 4.
You took who?
I got Braun and Kareem right now.
Yeah, so you're playing Kareem at 4?
I'm playing him at 5.
Right, and
I'm
you're
saying I need 1 and 4. I need 1 and 4.
oh, gotcha. I'm
Is that
sorry.
right?
I misunderstood.
I realized you said 3 and 5. My bad. My bad.
Yeah, yeah,
I
no,
need
no,
1,
no.
2, and 1, 2, and 4.
Well, your shooting guard is such a free pick. Like it's just so easy to because I know who you're going to take. But go
Who
ahead,
knows? I might surprise you.
get the fuck out of here.
Um, so I'm gonna go Duncan.
Okay.
Right. Again, probably best power forward all time. Very unselfish player, which is what I want, by the way, too.
Yep.
I got 2 guys who do not care to be part of the system, throw the ball around. At my 1, I need some ability to be unselfish. I need some shooting. I'm gonna take Steph.
Okay.
I think Steph at this point probably is just the best point guard. Sorry, Magic.
I
I love you
mean,
still.
I was like, yeah, there's a lot up there. Like, I get it. So if I take Magic at 1, are him and Larry going to be able to play together
Yeah.
in this world that we're putting together?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm going to take Magic at 1. It was going to be John Stockton because I really like the idea of like if Magic and Larry are going to get along, like that's a very clear 1 and 3 in my opinion.
Yeah.
But if they're not, I have to take John Stockton.
No, yeah, you just wanted to take the white wall and you wanted to go back to the 50s. Segregation is what I'm.
Dude, the 50s, you're thinking Jerry West. You're thinking Jerry West.
No, I'm saying just because you were building the white squad at that point.
Let's see. So I need a 4. I need 4. I need a 4.
You need a 4 and a 6 man. You go back to back.
Well, no, I just took 1. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna take 4 here because I know who I want for my 6th man.
Oh.
And there's definitely a lot of bias here. 4. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4.
You just can't take Tim Duncan.
You know what? At 4, we're gonna play a stretch 3-4, and I'm gonna take KD.
Katie, that's not bad.
I'm gonna take KD as a stretch 3-4.
I really don't hate that, right? I will say I did think Zack was going to go Dirk for a minute.
It was in my head.
Also, KG was out there. I thought that was another one that you were going to
love KG. I honestly wasn't even thinking about KG, but I love that pick.
So I'm going to take a shooting guard. I got shooting guard and 6th man, right?
Yep.
I'm going to take a shooting guard, not because I think he's better than the person you think I should take, but because I think he's a better fit for the team.
If you're not taking Kobe, you're fucking delusional.
Hear me out. You ready?
Jesus Christ.
Hear me out, because I got 2 picks, right? I got this and 6th man. You ready?
Go ahead.
Wade.
As 6th man? Sure.
No, shooting guard.
No, as 6th man. 0%.
Starting shooting guard, D Wade. I think he's a better fit for that team. I think he is. I think that Kobe wants the ball too much. Yeah, and if I have LeBron and Kareem on the fucking court, guess what? I don't want him having the ball.
Okay.
You know what? I take that back. Give me Kyle Korver at shooting guard because I just want a spot up shooter at that point. Fuck you. That's what I said.
You'd be better off to take Ray Allen if that was the case.
Okay.
Ray Allen's a better pick than Kyle. Who's your 6th man? God almighty. I'm about to have a fucking aneurysm over here.
Kobe.
Kobe's your 6th?
Yeah.
Yo.
Respect to the Mamba, by the way. But because of that, I could put him in and run small ball. I could put him in place of Braun, run some small ball, and be fine. Like I could run Timmy at the 4, I could run Braun at the I could run Timmy at the 5, I could run Braun at the 4, I could run Kobe or Wade at the 3, 2.
Okay.
I could run small ball. That gives me a lot of versatility there. I guess I could have put Wade there, but I wanted to preface that I think Wade's a better fit for that starting role. Right?
So my 5 right now is Magic, Jordan, Bird, KD, and Shaq, right?
Yeah, and you got a 6th man.
I'm gonna take Dirk as my 6th man. Because I like having another like stretch 3-4 coming off the bench.
That's a big 3.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But like, I mean, think about it. Like, if you need to, like, you can pull somebody and like make Dirk a very good role player.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic. So let us know who's winning that one, and tell Zach why it's me again.
It's definitely me on this one. You're.
At this point, I think I'd rather play small ball, right? I might sub out Kareem.
I fucking hope that the comments roast your ass for putting Kobe on the bench. This should be fucking criminal.
You didn't even pick him.
Because I picked Jordan.
Who?
If you took Jordan, motherfucker, I was taking Kobe, okay? It's the only person that can hold a candle to Jordan.
No, that's not true. I got the best player in the world on my team. I got LeBron.
This has been a great episode. Thanks for coming by, guys.
We're not done yet. We're almost done. We're almost done. Perfect timing too, because 1 o'clock you heading out. So we're perfect timing right here. So hot takes. We're at the end.
All right.
What you got?
Ooh, hot takes. Jordan didn't push off, man.
He pushed off.
Okay, actual hot take for real. Derrick Rose would have been a top 5 player of all time if he never got injured.
Of all time.
Of all time.
That one's rough.
Like, I mean, I'm thinking that like my top 4 is like Jordan, LeBron, Kobe, Derrick Rose. Nah, Derrick Rose is probably 5th, but like.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, hit me with it.
You know what mine is. You already know. Kobe was not a top 5 player of all time until he died.
God.
Respect to the Mamba. He was a top 10 player. He's not a top 5, and he wasn't until he died, and they're giving him respect for it. And he deserves it, but
I'm going to put Kyle's address in the comments so you all can throw flaming bags of shit at his door, because, oh my God.
Listen, y'all, I have a long-range hole puncher.
Jesus.
I'm not worried. And again, respect, right? But like, most people had him just outside the top 5. They put him in the 5th spot. Respect to Kobe, but like, meh.
Man, you said that to me the other night, and my brain still can't wrap my head around that shit. I've laid in bed nights, hours, staring at the ceiling, thinking about this one.
Yeah, okay. Stands there for 14 seconds before he goes to sleep.
Yeah, it's normally not even that long. Hey-o, longer than my sex life. But
hey-o.
Shout out Carly.
So, Zach, you have anything else to add? That's all I got.
Oh, no, man. This was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed this episode.
Absolutely. And, guys, please let us know what else you guys want to see in the comments below. We're more than happy to take any suggestions. If you're on Spotify, get bent, leave us comments on YouTube. Respectfully, we don't have another. I don't know if there's a way to comment there.
I don't even know if you can on Spotify.
I don't think so. If there is, let Zach know. He'll try and figure it out.
Yep, sounds good.
I'm not that smart. So
it's gonna be funny when we have a bunch of comments on Spotify, and I've just never responded to any of them because I don't know how to.
Neither one of us do. So it's not just you if it makes you feel any better. So appreciate you guys for coming and hanging out with us. That's perfect time too, right? It's starting to wake up. So we will see you guys in the next episode. Take care, everybody.